Well, shifting focus to this mega political event starting in just the next 2 hours, the swearing in of Devendra Fadnavis's government is going to be a mega event in Mumbai. Invites have gone out to 40,000 people, including sports and Bollywood celebrities. Elaborate arrangements have been put in place for the grand oath-taking ceremony for the first BJP chief minister of the state, but the celebrations will go on minus the Sena. Uddhav and his cousin MNS chief Raj Thackeray will be skipping this event. All right, let me cut across directly to the Wankhede Stadium. Kamlesh Sutar, my colleague, getting us the very latest preparations still on, while in the 2 hours this mega political event will unfold. Kamlesh, usually how we look at oath-taking ceremonies, there's a certain protocol it follows. It's usually behind closed doors. And it does seem that Devendra Fadnavis's coronation, his oath-taking ceremony, much like what we witnessed during the Prime Minister's oath-taking ceremony right here in the national capital. What are we expecting? Just take us through what we're expecting in the next 2 hours to unfold.
Well, Preeti, obviously the BJP wants this to be a grand affair. This is for the first time that a BJP chief minister will be sworn in Maharashtra. The BJP, though, tasted power once in 1995, but it was in alliance with the Shiv Sena, and the Shiv Sena was the largest party then. But this time, the BJP breaking its alliance with the Shiv Sena, coming to power on its own. It wants this moment to be a grand one. It's going to be a big spectacle. You can see the huge stage that is erected at the Wankhede Stadium. People have slowly started coming in. Huge posters of BJP leaders being displayed at the Wankhede Stadium that include Amit Shah, the man who the BJP credits behind this victory in Maharashtra. He was the one who coordinated the entire election campaign. Lal Krishna Advani, senior leader, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and BJP's leader and former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's poster as well. People have slowly started gathering in at the different stands at the Wankhede Stadium. We are expecting around 40,000 people who will be coming from all corners of Maharashtra, particularly from Nagpur, place from where Devendra Fadnavis hails from. It's going to be, there's going to be a cultural program on the stage right next to the stage where the ceremony is going to take place.
2, 3, 6, 6.
Noted Marathi band of Ashok Hande will be performing some cultural program, folk songs, Maharashtrian folk programs here. Then it will be followed by the oath-taking ceremony at 4:26 p.m. What we hear is that is the Muhurat, that's the auspicious time that is being decided. 4:26 p.m. is when Devendra Fadnavis will be coming and will be sworn in as the next chief minister of Maharashtra. Dignitaries, all top BJP leaders, different chief ministers from BJP ruled state that include Manohar Parrikar, Vasundhara Raje Shinde, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and other union leaders will be attending this function. Apart from a galaxy of Bollywood, who's who from the world of business, entertainment will be attending this ceremony. Sachin Tendulkar is expected to attend. Amitabh Bachchan, Amir Khan are among the prominent Bollywood celebrities who will be attending this function. All the BJP MLAs, newly elected BJP MLAs will be here. So it's going to be a grand pomp here, great spectacle that the BJP wants to turn. They want to send across a message that the BJP is in the state. It has arrived on the political scene of Maharashtra and that it's forming the power on its own.
Well, arrived and how? Okay, those are exclusive visuals that we're getting in Headlines Today, the only channel to get exclusive access inside the Wankhede Stadium. So we are getting you the vantage position on the hectic preparations that are going on, and in 2 hours this spectacle will unfold. And what a spectacle it is going to be. You can just see the beginnings of that right on your television screens. Kamlesh is still with us. Kamlesh, now these are the preparations on what's going on. The number, thousands of invites going, Bollywood celebrities, sports persons, industrialists, a complete show. That is what is being planned. But on the other sidelines, let's talk about the political developments where that uneasy alliance still not being brokered just yet. With what it seems like Uddhav Thackeray, Raj Thackeray, nobody attending this ceremony, this grand ceremony on one end. But what is taking place? Is the book still open when it comes down to realliance with the Shiv Sena? What are you picking up?
Well, the Shiv Sena made it amply clear, Preeti, yesterday when its leader Vinayak Raut said that the BJP doesn't seem to be in a mood to treat us with respect, and then there's no point in attending the ceremony. The BJP's, the Shiv Sena wanted, the only term that the Shiv Sena laid down to the BJP was that at least a few of its ministers should be sworn in along with a BJP minister. Initially, it was a small cabinet, around 7 people were expected to be sworn in, and the Shiv Sena said that if BJP is swearing in 7 of its ministers, at least 2 of Shiv Sena's ministers should be sworn in. The reshuffle can take place, the reshuffle can wait, and it can happen later somewhere in the year. But the BJP wasn't willing. Some BJP leaders say that it's going to be a total BJP show, and they were not willing to include Sena in their grand affair. So the Shiv Sena, sensing that, decided not to attend the ceremony. Uddhav Thackeray, though Devendra Fadnavis himself had invited Uddhav Thackeray and even the MNS chief Raj Thackeray. He had sent out invites to all of them. But the last ray of hope that was there, that the BJP and Shiv Sena may come together, the Shiv Sena will extend its support, was dashed yesterday when the Shiv Sena said that it will not attend the ceremony. So it's clear now, even though there could be some backroom talks in the future as well, it's not very clear. But at this moment, today, as the BJP swears in its first chief minister in Maharashtra, the Shiv Sena, its longest standing ally for last 25 years, is skipping the ceremony.
You know, stay on with us, Kamlesh. Kamlesh Sutar getting us the very latest from inside Wankhede Stadium, but we're also getting you the vantage position of what's going on this massive political show outside Wankhede Stadium. My colleague Amruta Shedge filed this report, then we'll go back inside with Kamlesh.
Wankhede Stadium is all set for the big celebration. Today is the oath-taking ceremony. I'm standing outside Wankhede Stadium. We can see that the crowd is increasing here. Now some of the BJP leaders have started coming in, and also the other BJP workers have started gathering here. We can see that there are many people standing outside Wankhede Stadium. They have their passes. But at around 2 this afternoon, the program will start. First, there is a cultural program that will show the culture of Maharashtra. And after that, at around 4 this afternoon, some VVIPs will start coming in. And at 4 only, the oath-taking ceremony will start. We can see that the police protection has been given to the Wankhede Stadium. Inside the Wankhede Stadium and outside also, there's a huge police protection to every gate of Wankhede Stadium and to this entire area. Just few hours left for the big ceremony, the oath-taking ceremony, and the crowd is increasing outside Wankhede Stadium. With cameraman Mangesh Amre, Amruta Shedge in Mumbai. Headlines today.
Right. All right, Amruta Shedge would be stationed right outside the Wankhede Stadium. Inside, Kamlesh Sutar will be getting us the very latest as Devendra Fadnavis takes oath alongside 9 other ministers from the BJP. And getting you the story as it unfolds is our managing editor, Rahul Kavan, who's standing by getting us the latest. Rahul, it's over to you.
Thank you very much, Preeti. We are here at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. Immense security arrangements. And as we were coming in, there were queues going up to a kilometer and a half. The network here, the telecom network which enables us to broadcast live out of the Wankhede, is very fragile. So I can't move my cameras around much, but I can describe what I see around us for our viewers. The stadium at this time only about a quarter full. People are coming in large numbers. We are told that by 4 p.m. is when Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected here. The good thing is the Wankhede Stadium, and this is really disastrous. But the good thing is, just in the middle of the park, and I wish I could just turn my camera around and show it to you, but they've blockaded the entire pitch area, which is doesn't get disturbed. There have been several crises. Why Sharad Pawar give out Wankhede Stadium? So that's one concern being taken care of. Big focus right now.
All right, Rahul, I'm afraid, you know, that signal that you were talking about, which is weak, well, it's playing up and we can hardly hear you, scrambled images coming through, but we're going to try and rebuild that connection to our managing editor, Rahul Kamal. But let's just give you a pan perspective of what we are going to be witnessing here today. It is going to be this mega event which is going to unfold, and headlines today would be getting you the very latest. Amruta Shedge would be filing reports outside, and inside with me is Kamlesh Sutar. We'll also be cutting across to our managing editor Rahul Kamal as soon as we get that connection fixed. I'll cut across to Kamlesh at this point of time. Kamlesh, you know, this is the pomp, this is this show and gala of how the first BJP Chief Minister for Maharashtra will be coronated. You're also giving us the details on, you know, the backroom talks between the Sena and the BJP, which are still on. but, 9 other ministers would be taking oath alongside Mr. Fadnavis today. Now, can you give us details, any details coming in on what portfolios are we going to be looking at?
Well, Preeti, it's going to be a fine balance of region, caste, as far as Devendra Fadnavis's new cabinet is concerned. Now, if we go name by name, particularly with seniority, Eknath Khadse is the senior most leader in this entire core committee. That will be some members of which will be sworn in. Eknath Khadse hails from the Kunbi Maratha community and OBC and hails from northern Maharashtra region. Has been a tall leader of the BJP ever since he was one of the contenders for the chief minister, and in fact he was sulking for a while before Devendra Fadnavis's name was announced as the leader of the legislative party leader. So he will be sworn in as likely to get an important ministry. Another name is that of Sudhir Mungantiwar. Another name that was in the controversy just before Devendra Fadnavis's name was announced as the legislative party leader. It was Sudhir Mungantiwar who had pushed in for Nitin Gadkari's name. He hails from Vidarbha region and is quite a senior leader and has been the president of the state unit. Another name, Pankaja Munde, who will be sworn in. Pankaja Munde, daughter of late BJP leader Gopinath Munde, she will be sworn in the ministry today along with Devendra Fadnavis, and she hails from Marathwada region as one from the Parli Vidhan Sabha constituency. She is an OBC face of the party, young face, woman face of the party. She will be sworn in. Apart from that, several other leaders who will be sworn in, prominent among them will be Vishnu Savra, who is the tribal face of the party. So that will be another balancing factor. Then there would be Dilip Kamble, another MLA from Pune. He belongs to the scheduled caste, so he will be representing that. So that would also be another balancing exercise for the BJP, and other prominent names from Mumbai likely to be included is that of Vidya Thakur, Prakash Mehta. These are MLAs from Mumbai. These are the names that are likely to be sworn in today. So it's going to be a fine balance of region from all the region, Marathwada, Vidarbha, Konkan. Vinod Tavde, another leader, he represents Mumbai and also the Konkan region. So it's going to be a fine balance between all the 4-5 prominent regions, political regions of Maharashtra, and also the caste equations have to be taken into account, because Devendra Fadnavis is a Brahmin. So when you the balance is such that if you swearing in a Brahmin face, you're bringing forward a Brahmin face. Other prominent castes will also need to be put into the cabinet so that there's a fine balance and there's no criticism that the BJP will have to face as its image that has been as a party of the upper caste. So the Maharashtra BJP will be trying to do that fine balance here to equate not only the regional but also the caste equations.